Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, Simply Tams. So I want to make sure I bring more protective styles to the channel. So if you want to kind of put your hair up and you're looking for an easy style that you can do, please watch this video in its entirety. I drop gems throughout the entire video. Whatever questions you may have, I probably already answered in the video. I show you all the products that I use, every steps that I use. I dropped so many tips that I learned from doing this, so I really hope you enjoy, you learn, and you recreate the style. And if you do, tag me on Instagram, Simply Tams. All right, bye.
Hey everyone, so I decided to come on because I am doing a protective style. First, I'm gonna start off with the parting. I watched a tutorial and I saw someone part their hair. They started down the middle, then they made a square, braided it, and then they just went around each section. I'm gonna show you real quick. A Nature Argan Oil, and this is the extra hold and has a yellow top in case you want it. So I'm gonna put this on my hair just so I can part it properly. I'm not necessarily running this on my scalp per se. All right, that's ready for parting. And using the Expression Twisted Up Springy Afro Twist in 24 inches. It comes with 3 bundles inside. Again, this is what it looks like. I already have my hair sorted out and it's on my hair rack. I went to the hair store and I got this, but I can also leave a link to make it easier on me. The way I did the back, I just literally used the mirror and I did the best that I could do, including with the parting. But I did opt for some parting. I didn't just, you know, I was gonna say, I didn't wing it, okay? I didn't wing it. Now, some people count out how many they're gonna do. Me, I just part, and then if it look like it could be 6, then I'll do 6. If it look like it could be 7, I'll do 7. So I'm gonna do the best parting that I can do. I think the thing with protective style is, especially if you're doing it yourself, do the best that you can do and try to make it as healthy as possible. I know when you go get your hair braided, they be like, don't put anything on your hair, no grease, no leave-in, no nothing. Well, that kind of leaves your hair in a very dry state for some people. I know for me, so by the time I get there, I don't have anything on my hair, and then you put like a whole bunch of gel on my hair. It's just not a good recipe. So I do appreciate the stylists and the braiders who be like, okay, we're gonna put some leave-in. So I like to braid, and what I'm gonna do is move this hair over. I'm gonna start a braid. Hold on, before I grab the wrong hair. Bring this. I'm gonna start a braid with my hair being the third part of the braid. And we're just gonna braid. This is not tight. That's another thing I like about doing my own hair, is I can pretty much figure out if this is tight, if it's too tight, and then I can redo it, because I can even be a little heavy-handed sometimes. So I do like 3 to 5 braids. This time I did like 3, and then I'm gonna twist, and I have my hand going to like kind of like the left. And the biggest thing is kind of making sure you kind of do a whole twist around. So like here, around, here, around. One of the things I am struggling with actively, like even as I do this style, is tucking my hair. I got the color 1B, but my hair has 1B and it has like maybe like a 30 in it. And I was not gonna do 2 tones because I have training coming up for the military and we cannot necessarily have 2 tones. We can have like highlights, but I don't want no issues, you know? So twist it. Now one tip, because I watched quite a few videos, is you don't want to twist too tight. You want to loosen up. I twist tight at the beginning just to make sure my hair is really tucked in, and then I loosen up. And I'm going all the way around. So you see how my hands are doing, and I'm feeding it. And don't worry, I'm gonna zoom in. Don't pay me no mind, y'all. And we're doing it. Now I did mess up a little bit right here. If you want to fix it, all you do is kind of let go if you realize at one part you messed up or it's kind of bunched up, which that's what's happening right here. it's a little bunched up, so I'm going to just unravel it. Unravel. And then I see here there's like a little knot, so I'm going to get it out. Okay. And then I go back to twisting. Boom. This style seems fairly easy. If you do not know how to braid, you can always opt to crochet and you can twist your hair. They do have a twisting method. I'm not a fan of twisting because it always seemed to twist my hair too tight, and it defeats the purpose. And let me tell you something, edges cost money. You pull them out, you gonna pay the price. Ching, ching, okay? I'm not doing that. I've already paid to get my edges back. I'm not paying again, okay? So this is what it is going to look like. I try to go down as much as possible. And when I let it go, this is the twist. I tucked my hair pretty good in this one. And I'm going to repeat that step. I don't want this super small, but I also don't want like big blocks. So I'm eyeballing it. That seems about right. I'm gonna move this hair out the way, and I'm gonna use some of the edge control to help me do that. And then I'm gonna use some edge control to kind of get this down. And I make sure I use edge control at the ends because this is what takes everything, all right? Everything in me to try to tuck. Now, as far as how to separate the hair, I'm gonna inject me adding some more hair because my rack is getting a little low. The more hair you add, the bigger the twist would be. So this is about the average that I'm putting in. And I did cut it in half because I did not want like long twists. I want this to be protective, so I don't want anything that's going to be too heavy. And again, I'm using my actual hair as the third part in this equation. I'm going to braid it down some. Boom. As you can see, it is not a lot. You can add as much braid as you want to. And then I'm going to twist it over. Boom. Don't ask me why I keep saying boom. And then we're going to start the twist. And I'm going to do it just like I did the other piece that you saw. The biggest thing for me is making sure that I tuck my hair because my hair is not the same color as this hair. And this is me trying to tuck it in. And then I twist. I'm also, like I said before, I twist tighter at the beginning because I want to make sure I am tucking my hair and securing my hair. And I'm going to tuck my hair into this little piece right here. And I'm going to twist. And then once I realize I'm past my actual hair, then I'm going to ease up and I'm going to lighten it. Lighten how tight I do the twist because I want some volume, I want some bulk. So I just started this. The first 2 rows gonna take you some time if you have not been braiding, if you have not been twisting, just because you got to get the hang of it. But once you do, honey, you off to the races. Okay, I'm gonna try to finish this tonight. But and then here we go, and this is the twist. Beautiful. You see my little hair right here. I'm doing my best. I'm not a professional. These are my parts. Okay. So let me show you this. This is the full length. It's 24 inches. And what we're going to do is we're going to fold it in half, stretch it out, and then cut. Once you cut, it will look like this. Okay. Now, this hair is already kind of separated, so you'll take one of these. I'm going for a little bit more bulk, so this to me may end up just being 3. So I part it and it kind of separates itself. That's 1 for me. And then I'm going to part this in half, and that's 3. And that will be enough for each one. And so to show you what that would look like, now you can part it in 4 if you do it smaller, but Like I said, I'm not going for teeny tiny, or I will be here all night, and it's already like 8 o'clock at night, so I'm not doing that. I'm gonna look with my mirror. This is kind of big. I could go a little bit smaller, but we gonna be all right. So I'm gonna put some of my argan oil. Let's lay this down. Get this together. Okay. I'm gonna take one of the pieces that I just separated, and I like to go through and separate the hair some more. So I go like this. Okay. And once I have it like this, I kind of measure it a little bit to see where I need to start, just like this. And then I start my braid. And remember, this hair counts as the third piece when you're braiding. If you're a braider, you know you need 3 pieces to create a braid. That's going to be your third piece. And we're going to do some braids. I do a few down. And I started like knotless braids, right? I'm not creating no knot, I'm just braiding. And then we're going to start to twist. And I'm twisting just like I did before. And then I'm gonna also try to tuck my hair. And when I say tuck, you see how this hair is out? I'm gonna try to wrap the black hair around it so it's not as noticeable. Okay. And if you see it's a little poofy, you can add some of the argan oil to kind of bring it together. And then we're gonna do the same thing where we put the black around it, and I kind of twist it a little bit. Try to hide it some more, and then I do some of my twists. And then once I get to a part that's not tucked, I'm gonna do the same thing. And this is another reason why I fluff it out. Let me get that little knot out, because I needed to cover my hair, and that is another reason why I opted to go a little bit bigger, because I know my hair is not the same color. Now, if your hair is the same color as this hair, you don't have to do this. Congratulations, you're already doing better than me, okay? And that's it. I'm not gonna bore you. We will come back when we are almost done. No telling when that's gonna be. Hopefully not Christmas. You see, I already have my little Christmas pajamas on. But inflation is high, prices are high. The hair itself was only $9.99. This rack, I'm gonna link one that's in Amazon. It's like $15, $15.99, almost $16. They do have one for $14.99, but the other one has like those little plastic things at the end so it doesn't move on you. And boom, just a twist. And this is where it's stopping at. And it don't even have to be that long for me. So towards the end, I'll end up cutting some of this straight hair, and I could curl it if I want to and stick it in some hot water. And so again, here's the products in the order that it was used. I put some oil, and again, this is the Carol's Daughter Goddess Strength. I'll go in with my leave-in, which is the Apogee Shea Leave-In Moisturizer. So this is the second leave-in that I have in my hair, because remember, I started off with the Mizani because I knew I was going to blow my hair out. Then I go in with my gel. My gel is the Camille Rose Olive Whipped Butter Gel. Looks like this. Okay. Then for the edge control, I have the argan oil. Perfect Edge Extra Firm. And that is the process. So we will continue this process until we are done. Be back. Number one, what makes this a protective style? Well, I'm protecting my roots, the length of my hair, my ends, and my edges. So nothing is too tight, nothing is pulling on my hair. I use very hydrating and like products that kind of seal in moisture. So that's what makes this hairstyle protective for me. And that's something to consider when selecting a protective hairstyle. That's why I didn't do like a long length, because I didn't want anything heavy pulling on my hair. Also, one thing I would say is I only needed one pack. I just used like a second bundle. And again, remember you cut it in half. So I really didn't need two packs, but better to be safe than sorry type of situation. So I'm not mad at the extra pack. Next time I do my hair, I'm gonna use that pack, okay? What else is a takeaway? I'm gonna show you. I'm almost done. So you can always go smaller. Sorry, I had to get my dog out of the cold. Whew. No, it's already freezing. You can always go smaller. This style is really what you make it. Those are some of my takeaways. If you are a braider, i.e., if you know how to braid your own hair, I really can't imagine this style taking you no more than 4 hours. And that's like with no breaks. So I took breaks because I had some homework to do. But if I didn't take breaks, like I would be done, honestly. So if you're not a braider, it may take you a little bit, just a little bit. But I can't see it taking you no more than like 6 hours, depending on how much hair you have. I know you're thinking like, oof, 6 hours? Well, if you go to the hair salon and get this done, I mean, the money they would charge you for this, I mean, you're saving quite a bit of money. Let's just be for real. The hair ain't up but $9.99. The hair products, okay. You don't have to use the products that I'm using. If you have your own products, you ain't got to pay for that. So please keep all of that in mind if you're opting to do your own hair. I know I showed y'all this process in the beginning, but just in case you started kind of skipping through, the first thing I do is go in with my oil, and I'm not using a lot of oil, y'all. And I'm making sure these ends have oil on it, okay? Just making sure. I'm going in with my leave-in, and the leave-in that I have is the Afro G Shea Pro Moisture. I'm only mentioning it just in case somebody asks me like, oh, well, what did you use? But please don't ever feel like you have to buy every single product that I'm using in a video, okay? No, I did not get any of these products from the company. I buy my own stuff. That would be great, but no, I buy my own stuff. So I'm not suggesting anything that I myself would not buy. And that's something you got to be careful of when you're watching influencers. Some stuff they may recommend to you, but they may not be willing to spend their own money. So what's the point of recommending it to you if you ain't gonna spend your money? I don't care if the product is $5. If I'm not willing to spend $5, I'm not gonna tell you to spend $5, okay? So when you get to the front, this is where I may go a little bit smaller, just so I can get a little bit, make it look a little full, kind of going down. So that's it. We'll really
Show
come
you the
back
finished
when I'm towards
style.
like
I
the
love this
very
style. I
end.
kept it in for 3 weeks.
Later.
And if I went to the salon, this would cost me $300. So I hope this helps someone.